Well, the wake-up call came. We got about, I don't know, I slept a little bit on and off for the last 4 hours. And we have a ton of layers of clothes on. We have a thermal base layer, a fleece layer, and then an outer layer. Do you have any more than that?
Yeah, I've got on bottom, I have 2 thermal base layers, fleece layer and an outer layer. And then on top, 2 thermals, a hoodie and an outer layer.
And a
Hopefully
t-shirt.
We don't get too hot. And a t-shirt.
Guys, tonight is the night we start the ascent to Uhuru Peak on the top of the continent of Africa on Mount Kilimanjaro. It's almost midnight when we will be starting our trek.
You can see our breath, it's freaking freezing.
I neglected to say we have hand warmers galore all over our bodies.
Oh, we have them like, we had the adhesive ones stuck to our stomachs, our back. I have one stuck to my socks on my toes. And got them in my pockets right here.
Shell, if you get cold, I would be shocked.
Right now, the only thing that's cold is my toes.
And she has toe warmers on her toes. I don't think they've activated yet, though.
Well, how? They've been on for like 20 minutes, yo.
We're just gonna go into the big dome back here, get our briefing, and then we're gonna start moving, which I'm excited for because it's always warmer when we're moving.
Yeah, I'm excited to start moving because then we'll start to warm up a little.
But it is calm as can be. There's almost no wind. It is clear as can be. The stars are just
so pretty,
bumping up there.
We're really praying that this weather holds because it's beautiful.
Make sure your headlight is not in sight. Line! Really! Hakuna Matata! Let's go, let's go.
ليك الفقير وطن لأشجارك والتراب ليك الهنا والأمان ليك القوة يا وطن عانيت من ظلم وفساد.
Shelly's not strapped up.
I'm not strapped.
And we've started. It's gonna be about 6 hours of this exact same thing until we reach the peak.
That's a full work day.
Got about 3 or 4 miles, I think, all the way up to Uhuru Point. So everyone's bringing their AirPods, their earphones, listening to music.
Something to get us pumped up.
Because I think this hike gets a little monotonous, especially when you can't see anything at all. Are you doing music already?
Yeah, just in one ear.
I might have to pull mine out. Starting to see snow up here. Rick, what's that about?
Well, excellent weather today. Not too windy, not too cold. I'm feeling kind of hot actually. And we're about maybe 5 hours from there. So I'd say we're doing pretty good.
Taking our first water break here. Shell's actually getting hot, so she's shedding some layers. You get a little hot on the top of freezing Kilimanjaro?
I can't get it off.
It's because of t-shirt.
Where did it all go? Okay.
I think I'm gonna stick with what I have on, honestly, because I'm just too lazy to take anything off. We've got 4 or 5 guides with us. We could not do it without them. Literally, we're like walking up this sleet. You can barely tell where the trail is right now, so I'm glad we got Hermant up front. We've done this thing 170 times. This will be 171. Definitely could not do it without their expertise. What do you got there, babe?
Cowtail.
Probably the hardest cowtail you've ever eaten.
Getting calories in. At this point, it's just candy and goldfish that's getting me through. That's about it.
They had us fill all our water bottles and camelbacks with warm water down at the camp before we came up so that it wouldn't freeze on the trail. And at first I was like, that's gonna be gross, I don't wanna drink warm water. But my water's nice and cold now, so I'm really glad we did it. Otherwise, we may just have ice in these bottles. I think this is our 3rd break we've had so far. It's about 2 a.m. and we're doing great. It gets a little cold when you stop. You don't want to stop for more than like 5 minutes because then you start getting cold. We're gonna keep moving because that keeps us warm.
Yeah.
Shelly's killing.
Gotta keep moving.
Downward check, very hard break. Hey!
We got a little singing going on by our crew as we hike up this massive volcano. We're literally going right up the face of the volcano on very tight switchbacks. Lots of loose like lava rock and gravel, but the trail is great. All the switchbacks make it so it's not super steep, even though it is pretty steep. I think we've surpassed the height of Everest Base Camp. We're above 17,500 feet and we're getting up there. So far, no signs of altitude sickness from anybody. It was funny, before we came on this, I went to say goodbye to my grandpa Madsen. He's 98 years old, and I think altitude sickness is somewhat genetic, whether you have it or not, or can get it or not. And I asked him how high he's ever been, and he said he's been 45,000 feet in B-17 bombers during World War II. So I think I hit the genetic jackpot. Thanks, Grandpa Madsen. This camera's really heavy at over 17,000 feet.
This they call the Arctic zone. I wonder why. Thank you!
Listen.
You give me love, girl. Oh, I love you. Oh, thank you. Almost there. Woo! 18,885 feet, and we're not even at the top yet, yo.
19K got nothing on us.
Woohoo! Let's do this.
Alright guys, we've just arrived at Stella Point, which is a really high part right on the rim of Kilimanjaro. It's not quite the peak. Uhuru Peak is where we're off to next, but Stella Point is definitely an accomplishment. A lot of people actually turn around right here. I don't get it, but we're gonna keep going up to Uhuru Peak and finish this thing off the right way. But still,
quite
the accomplishment.
Cause this is Africa. Oh, the sunrise.
Alright, taking a short break, catching some of the sunrise back here. Look at that, how epic. And then we're gonna head up to the actual rooftop of Africa. This is nuts, guys. It's getting brighter and brighter out here. No more headlamps. These massive glaciers are sitting down here right off the trail. Just huge. This is beautiful. Even Chelle said this was worth 7 days of not showering.
1, 2, 3.
We made it! Africa! Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we made it. I need a drink.
Absolute top of the continent. Kilimanjaro, top of Africa.
We made it!
Right, we haven't quite made it. A couple more steps.
Oh, great.
And we've made it. But what a trek it has been.
Say, we did it!
We did it! Thank you, we love you. All right, you guys, this is our man Hermant. We could not have done this climb without him, truly. He carried so many of our things. He carried 4 sets of hiking poles for us. He told me every single day he knew I could do it. And I did it. Hermant knows best.
Well, we are now at the top of African continent. I'm very proud with this team. They are all at the top of the mountain. They keep determination. They are here is my pleasure because this is 100% as usual. Climb!
Chile!
Yeah.
Thank you, Herman.
Thank you.
Thanks too, brother. Congrats again.
All right, we're leaving the peak there.
Oh man.
We probably spent, what, 45 minutes taking photos and videos?
Long
and
time.
Just enjoying ourselves for a bit.
And I am ending it with a Snickers.
Oh.
Don't worry, I'll share with you. I stole it from someone else in our group. They gave it to me.
Holy smokes, guys. I honestly can't believe it's over. I mean, it's not over. We have to
can't
get
either.
down, but...
This is outrageous. That was a moment that I will never, ever, 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 ever forget. I will say, I was a little emotional climbing up because it's pitch black. I was staring at the stars and I saw stars in the shape of a heart, and then I saw one really, really bright one. And I just knew that it was my dad. I just knew it. And I don't want to cry.
Oh, love you, babe.
He got me through all the way to the top. So thank you, Daddy. I love you.
سلام في دنيا هنانا أنينا بجيشي دي ولا هنقو ألا في دنيا أنينا بجيشي دي ولا سلام في دنيا هنانا أنينا بجيشي دي ولا.
We're going down to the camp. It's so clear, we can actually see it a couple thousand feet below us down there. But the downhill is steep, guys, so we're using these trekking poles, which a lot of people have been using climbing. I haven't, because I've always had the camera in my hands. It's hard going down this, it's so steep. So I'm putting the camera away. I'm actually using the trekking poles because I don't want to eat it and fall and roll off a cliff or something. But it's almost like we're skiing down this like fine volcanic rock. Pretty awesome, but it's exhausting. Shelly got really overheated there, so she's shedding some layers currently.
You can leave me. Just forget about me. Save yourself. I might just wear long johns. How do we feel about that? I am sweating. Yep, it's happening. I know. Why are there no clothes?
We're all exhausted. None of us has slept or eaten.
Whatever, babe. We just ate a Snickers.
Yeah, Shelly had a Snickers bar. It was good.
Uhuru Peak
Asante. Oh boy.
I can't believe that just happened. We're not to the bottom yet, but I'd like to think the hardest part's over. And it's quite literally all downhill from here. And my knees are already on fire. All right, you guys, we have descended a little bit from Mount Kilimanjaro. We are back at our Kosovo camp, which is 16,000 feet still. So we still have a long ways to go, but we came back here, took a little nap, had some lunch, and now it's time to start a long journey down.
We're descending another 6,000 feet right now, and let me tell you, I don't know that I have the energy in me.
We are feeling it. Our knees, our legs, everything. We are so spent. Keep in mind, you guys, we woke up at 11 p.m. last night to start summiting Kilimanjaro. Came all the way back down, had a little mini hour nap of fading in and out of sleep, and now we're back going again. Yeah, and it's almost noon. Yeah, we have about 6,000 feet to go down right now, which they're saying could take maybe 5-ish hours. Pray for
Tonight
us.
is the last night of camping. We get off the mountain tomorrow afternoon. So, kind of crazy. 5.5 days up, 1.5 days out. Pretty insane.
Yeah, it's wild, but I'm honestly really glad that it's that way because I couldn't do another 5.5 days of climbing down the same way we climbed up.
We do go faster down. You don't have to acclimatize. You can just go as fast as you want.
You get
and
lots
we
of
went
energy back.
fast coming down from up there. Way fast.
We did. We kind of booked it down.
I think it took us an hour to get down and 5 or so to get up.
Our knees are feeling it right now.
Yeah. Well, guys, we need to give a huge shout out to Climb Kili. I do not know that we would have made it with the amount of preparation we put into this. We did do a lot of hours on the stair mill. Probably helped a little bit.
But that's it. Truly, that's it. I mean, they suited us with gear. They've provided all the meals. They've got guys that come up and they set up all your tents. They've got a cook. It's honestly incredible.
It's very incredible, and I would say it was as luxurious and as comfortable as this kind of thing could possibly be.
Yes.
If you didn't have the comfort, if you didn't have decent meals that you can eat and like get energy from,
Yeah.
I don't think you'd make it up there. I really don't think you'd make it.
Keep in mind, you guys, pretty much everything about this was hard and uncomfortable. But I would say they provided the most incredible experience when you're taking on hiking for 7 days straight and camping for 6 nights straight. I don't know that it gets a lot better
I know.
than this.
Well, you guys have seen the amount of gear up here. We have the tents. We have the big mess tent here. We have tables in there. There's chairs in there. They're bringing food. There's a team of about 30 to 40 guys that got the 9 of us to the summit. And a huge shout out to them. Thank you so much for your work because
We couldn't have done it without you.
you need that team to make this possible. So
Yeah,
thank you
it
guys.
truly takes a team. I also want to give a huge shout out to our group. There was 11 of us. We had so much fun. Our whole group did so good. Every single one of us summited, and you guys, no one really got sick. As we've been talking to other people here on the mountain who are summiting and doing this, apparently that's like incredibly rare. Like we've been running into people who started with a group of 8 and then we saw them at the summit and they were down to just 2
They
people.
dropped like flies.
Everyone else turned around and went back, and only 2 people out of the 8 actually summited. All 11 of us summited, and
We got the photo to prove it.
yes, and we killed it, you guys. We killed it. We
That's
killed it on
another-
Kili.
That's another testament to the hygiene, the cleanliness, the food, everything that Climb Kili provided. So
And the way that they do it. They do different routes, they stay at different camps, and we just can't say enough how much we loved going with Climb Kili. So Climb Kili, thank you so much for hosting us. Thank you so much for having us out here. We absolutely loved doing this with you.
guys, we are descending the mountain, but we are not leaving Tanzania just yet. So definitely stay tuned. We have another adventure which will start the next day after we get off the mountain. No rest for us.
No.
Thank you for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed this epic climb onto the top of Africa, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. Thank you for all your prayers. We love you.
Imeisha, imeisha,